Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the official ARK Podcast, number 128. My name's Coach Brad, and I'm here with the core team. Your host tonight, as always, our fantastic leader, Atlas. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you so much, Coach Brad. And thank you, everyone, for coming here this evening, being with us for another podcast. Bear with me as I'm trying to get our screen up to share with you what's happening in the dashboard here at ARK. And there we go. Fantastic. Another great day of growth, of smiling faces. Folks getting their ROI. They're both of them working already on their second ROI, getting that 200%, that 2x we like to call it here. And we're seeing the vault accounts at 3,621. I mean, we are blazing, folks. People are taking the time. They're doing their due diligence. They're understanding what is different, what is so special about ARK. They're understanding that they don't have to compound their way to the billions and trillions that here they have a balanced approach where they're paying themselves every single day. That's what it takes to be a winner in investing, folks. You have to pay yourself. You have to get to the green on the P&L sheet. And ARK is a amazing place to be able to do that. So fantastic growth that we're seeing here, folks. Ooh, a bit loud. And part if it's a bit loud, we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty here with our soundboard today. We're seeing that also the liquidity is at 822,307 BUSD. That is on PancakeSwap. Our ILC reserves holding steady 469,675 BUSD. And our Spark price pool, folks, tonight is 338.86 ARK. That is a street value of $1,934.89. Tonight here live, as we do every night on the podcast, we're going to find our next winner. This will be our 80th winner. And they'll be most likely, if we look here, 338. We are very close to breaking the all-time high the night before last. And that was 0.41 ARK, I believe 1,955 BUSD street value. So we're very close. We'll probably cross it. Let's see what happens. And so far, 15,467.74 ARK have been deposited to the past 79 winners, really taking their investment into what we call here nitro mode, a massive boost. And the fact that it's felt immediately, they will see a notification here, the little bell. If you're looking at my screen, it'll say you are the Spark winner. It'll show and highlight their wallet address in green letters and numbers as well. And let them know. And if they didn't see that on the homepage, you'll go over to the vault and they will understand very quickly that something miraculous has happened because they're earning so much more ARK. Even if you have a max wallet in the system, this is a definitely a huge boost for the little guys as well. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Brett for his updates. I know he's been very, very busy working very hard today, preparing documentations. I'll let him tell you all about it. Hope you're doing well tonight, Mr. Brett.
Doing great. Yeah, I'm going to sound probably like a broken record until we get to the end of March. That's when we're going to launch the PWA. So yeah, all hands are on deck, pushing all those marketing and sales development activities where we're building out that whole system. So yeah, we're still on track for the end of this month to have the PWA launch. We got some design updates and some things from Scripto King this morning, he's working through the NFT section of the PWA, and that's really the biggest final piece that he has. And then we're going to hopefully see a video from him this week with an update as he kind of walks through that component. Also the menu items and things that include the Spark rewards. And so, yeah, things are coming along really nicely. We're really on track. And I think we'll have, a little buffer too to get some real testing done and play around it, put it in people's hands and get any final feedback before we do the official launch at the end of the month. I've been working hard on, now we're moving into the design phase of the sales funnel presentation. So that's going to be the next step, and all these things kind of converging, into that end of month date to have, the full mobile application, our landing page, our Zoom presentation ready, a lot of the onboarding components and things that we need to have in place to, accept a larger number of new users into crypto that don't have a MetaMask wallet, they don't have an understanding of DeFi. So all of these tools and things that we're going to be providing will really give them that understanding and then also walk them through the process of getting into the protocol. So yeah, everything's working great. It's really exciting to see it kind of take shape. We've been talking about it for quite a while, but this is going to be the next big phase and milestone, I would say, in the project to get all of these things in place, which really no other protocol that I've seen has a comprehensive kind of marketing and sales funnel that we're going to have, along with that mobile application and mobile access that we're going to be able to put in people's hands, and they can show and demonstrate to other investors or potential investors how this is going to work. So yeah, that's kind of it from my side. Other than that, I would say everything looks great statistically. Love to see the growth. ILC holding steady. It's great to see. And we know we've got a bunch of big groups and teams coming in. We talked a little bit yesterday about a potentially large group coming in, and I know that's probably going to happen towards the end of this month as well, if not sooner. So yeah, everything's looking excellent. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brett. And yes, exciting news of that. We know there's a couple of renowned developers already invested here, but this is not just a developer, it's the project in itself with an amazing reputation, and we can't wait to reveal who it is. I think the community will be very excited. I mean, it's every day we have somebody new, someone special, someone that's been in this space for a very long time that has been hearing this crowd of happy people out in the ocean. What's going on over there? What's going on in the ARK? Why is everybody so calm, cool, collected, happy? And they're hearing about the wins, the folks writing these amazing articles, talk about how ARK has changed their life. They're spending more time with their children. They're in a better mood. Their confidence is going through the roof. This is the bear market, and getting a win is what the doctor ordered. And yeah, we're seeing some incredible folks here, like Brandon, the drip guide. By the way, Brandon, man, what a stream you did today. Sheesh. I know you've been busy the past couple of days, but you showed right back up, and you just gave them ARK like on a like a waterfall, man. Like these people were just sitting there under the waterfall. Just give it to me, Brandon. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Spread it.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, there's so much to talk about, and I guess maybe I was making up for missing my stream and not doing the stream on Monday night. I don't know. Like, I planned on talking for maybe 15 minutes to really highlight and accentuate that Spark lottery, because it keeps getting bigger, right? It's such a phenomenal thing to be giving away now more than $1,900 a night. Every freaking night, So I wanted to talk maybe 10, 15 minutes about that, reiterate how you can, make yourself eligible for that. But to the credit of, people that were tuned in for the stream, there was lots of questions. So that was just a great opportunity. Each question is another opportunity to sort of improve the learning curve, make things a little clearer for people. So yeah, I had a really good time. That was a fun one. You know me, I really love interacting with the chat. I love when there's lots of questions. And yeah, so it was a lot of fun. And it ended up being, it wasn't my intention. Well, it was my intention, but it ended up being really bullish. I was able to explain not only the mechanics of everything, but I felt pretty content, pretty happy with my ability to really paint a clear picture of the value of the opportunity. Of course, I can say, well, this is a great opportunity, but it's one thing to say that, and it's another thing to really lay everything out and, explain everything point by point by point by point. I feel like I'm able to sharpen my rhetoric each and every time I talk about it. And, to your guys' credit, the system that you built here, it's just excellent. So all I have to do is describe what you guys already built. And, yeah, it comes out being really bullish. So thank you, though. That was fun to have you on the chat there, too.
Well, man, you had me fired up. You had me fired up. Hey, how many accounts, what's the multi-wallet strategy? I mean, it's the enthusiasm, man, the way that you do it. And you just use some key words that I know are just triggers, right? That they just make so much sense. I even think you brought at one point something like, well, it's a religion, but no, it's not really a religion, but it's kind of saving people. It's like, whoa, man, he is on fire. The passion for this, and look, the results are in the pudding, right? You're surrounded by a bunch of people that are smiling ear to ear. They're putting food on the table. They're seeing their compounds grow. They're seeing the account, go in the right direction. More and more people coming and joining and playing the same game with the same opportunity, not worried, am I buying the FOMO pump? Like, it's just so logical. Yeah. So beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah. I did go, it's true. I did go into a little bit of a fire hose mode there, and I was just bam, 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 bam. But yeah, I think it's important, a lot of people are still sleeping on this, and even though, there's plenty of time, you're going to be able to get in, and the token price is going to be steady. It's not, you're not going to have to FOMO into this, but you also don't want to miss out on the opportunity to win the Spark lottery. So the sooner you get into the system, the more chances you have of winning the Spark lottery. So people need to, I think,
learn today that Lillian won Spark. I didn't know that. We learned that on the actual stream today. You didn't know that either, right? That Lillian had won?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, she's definitely one of my very regular viewers. She's there pretty much every stream. I didn't realize that she had won. So that's awesome.
I didn't either.
I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing she's on my syndicate as well. So double bonus.
It was so funny. She said, "Hey, you got to call Sparky. Sparky, come here." It works, and we're going to be calling Sparky tonight. I don't know if Lillian, you want to say something, or you're able to, or you want to write here in the chat if you're not comfortable speaking. But congratulations! I mean, everyone here is so well deserving of the Spark rewards. And a lot of times we don't know who the winner is. And we find out much later, just like we found out this week that a gentleman that was using the concierge white glove 4-star resort treatment from Coach Brad, bringing him as a new crypto investor all the way from fiat to being an investor in the vault and being an investor in the foundation within 20 minutes of him making that deposit in the foundation. We unleashed the beast that is the Spark rewards, and he won. Not only in his first day, you didn't hear about that, Brandon. We talk about it sometimes.
That's amazing. So he got his investment in there, and then 20 minutes later, boom, spark reward.
Yeah, I'll let Coach Brad tell us about it because, I mean, what a story. I mean, just the day before or the day before that. Go ahead, Coach Brad. Tell us what happened. Bring Brandon up to speed. Bring Kelly up to speed. This is amazing.
Well, awesome. So I said to Atlas on the podcast, I'm not sure if you were here or not, Brandon. Kelly definitely wouldn't have been. Well, not definitely, but I don't think she was here. But I said to Atlas live on the podcast that one of the things that we haven't seen yet is a community member that joins day one and wins the Spark Award day one. And his reply was, well, we might have, but we just don't know it because we obviously don't know who all of the winners are unless they, announce it. And then later on that evening, same podcast, I had a meeting with an investor and, we'd already talked through everything. I knew that he wanted to invest. So I rushed as quickly as I could through the process, knowing that the Spark Reward was coming up between me finishing the All Aboard segment and then, I had, depending on what was, happening next, not very long to get him in because I knew he was investing into the foundation. And in that time, which, is roughly around 20 minutes, got him from Fiat into ARK. And then 4 days later, as he set it on auto, we had another meeting lined up for, just to go over some stuff. He said, we were talking about how things work. He just wasn't sure about, one or two things, and we were talking about it. And I said, if you look at the dashboard, tell me what your principal balance says. And he said 370 something ARK. And I said, oh no, I think you've switched over to BUSD because it couldn't possibly be that high. He'd invested around 100 and something ARK. And he said, no, I switched it over to BUSD and it says, 2,700 and something. And I just went, oh my God, Roger, you're joking. You've won the Spark Reward. And he was like, what do you mean? There's no way. I said, yep. I said, there's no two ways about it. Obviously, we checked his wallet and he won the first night. So in those 20 minutes of joining and drawing the Spark Reward, he won. And the even funnier thing about it is the start of the conversation I had with him 4 days later, because he was in the podcast and he wanted to know about the Spark Reward. The first thing he said to me was, that's a luck-based system, Brad, and I just don't have any luck at all, so I can't even get excited about the Spark. And 5 minutes after that, he said that, we found out that he'd already won it 4 days ago. So it was quite incredible.
Yeah, that's so funny, too, because we always talk about how there's no rush, there's no need to FOMO into this. You got plenty of time. The ILC is doing its job perfectly, relax, take it easy. But then on the other hand, you're like, wait a second. No, there is some urgency. And, get it going because you just never know. As soon as you get in, man, you might win the Spark lottery right then and there. That's so funny.
Yes,
that's amazing.
And the one thing, you're totally right about, there's no rush to get in, price is stable and everything else. But the one thing that I will say is you can't buy time. We have a compound interest system and you can't buy time. It's the one thing you can't buy. So it takes, if somebody invests today or in 5 months' time, they haven't lost anything except the time that their investment would have grown in those 5 months. So you are right in what you say, but if we could buy time, then we'd all be at Max Wallet yesterday. So one thing to consider.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a very good point because in this system it's a matter of days.
Yes,
125 days or whatever, I think at the most, right? Where you're going to ROI. If you're doing 50-50, you're going to 125 days is 125% minus the taxes. Boom, you're fully ROI. So 5 days does count.
Yep. It's about 90 days to ROI at 50-50, about 102 days at 60/40. I've been going over that calculator with lots of people recently, so that is sort of drummed in there now. 90 days for 50,
Right.
50, 102.
Of course, right? Because it's because your 50% of your 2% is growing every day. So yeah, of course, less than 100, even less than 100 days, 90 days. That's so beautiful.
Yes, sir. Absolutely fantastic. But in the spirit of keeping the podcast to a reasonable amount of time, have we done all the updates, Atlas? Should we move on?
Well, we wanted to check in with Kelly and see if she had any news from her side. I know she's been working on a couple things on the calculators, and she's a bit preoccupied. She's visiting family, so we want to let her, have the freedom to go be with her family. So let's see if there's anything she would like to add, or if there's anyone that has a question for her. It'd be great too.
Hey, Atlas, thanks for thinking of me. Yeah, I am here with my dad. They have brought his food in. I was going to help him eat some dinner, but I am here and I'm available to answer any questions about calculators or about strategy or, just about anything else fun that anybody might want to ask. So I'm here. And does anybody have any questions or thoughts or nice things to say?
Well, besides, we love your calculator, and also we're getting so much amazing feedback, Kelly, from Rebecca's calculator as well.
Good. I'll let her know.
People are loving it. It's just raised the bar to such a level here, and incorporating that also is going to help us a lot with the mobile application, as people will be able to forecast, not exactly, but have a really good idea. And if you listen to some of the experts that use your calculator, they say it's exact. I mean, it's right on the money. Amazing what you've been able to accomplish, and we're so grateful.
I'm glad for that. Yeah, Rebecca's calculator is super awesome. I found out the other day that my dad also helped Rebecca do some debugging. So it's a family of calculator builders. Yeah, and actually my dad and I together built the precursor to my drip calculator. So yeah, we've all been working on these things for a while now together. So it's good.
I had no clue. I had no idea. What a privilege. Give him love for us. And we're working hard here to make sure that all of you guys are going to be okay. We've all got our bright future thinking for us. And Brandon, I interrupted you. You wanted to say something, sir.
Hey, Brandon.
Sorry, Coach Brad. I get him mixed up
Coach Brad.
sometimes.
Hey,
but Brandon
Brad.
can also say, everybody can throw roses at your feet. Why not? You deserve them. Let's go.
Hi, Kelly. I just wanted to. Oh, yeah. Atlas just said what I was about to say, but with my educational pieces, the one-on-one meetings and the onboarding people, the calculators have made my job a lot more streamlined. People they ask questions, and now it's very, very simple. I will say that when you're completely new to these things, the Rebecca's calculator being in the DAP and just being, let's just say, a bit more user friendly, a little bit more simple.
We can say that.
A great, it's a great help. And that was obviously inspired by your original calculator. So yeah, just a great job from both of you, and making my life a lot easier. So thank you so much.
Oh, I'm really happy. Yeah, I had that experience in my early days in Drip when I was bringing people in, and it was just really such a useful tool to help walk them through the concepts and help them visualize what's going to happen to their investment and what might be a worst case scenario, what might be a best case scenario, and what happens if we compound more often or claim more often. And it's just really nice to be able to tweak those knobs, and especially in Rebecca's calculator, it's just so slick. And I know how important it is when bringing people in to be able to show them the numbers. So
Yeah, for sure. And I've even been using it for my own investment. To plan ahead and see, when's the best time to reinvest, when am I going to drop down to 1%. It really is an invaluable tool. It really is. Absolutely
yeah.
great work. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. And Atlas, I just want to clarify. I'm here with my father, my biological father, but it's my stepdad that helped us build the calculator. So I've been originally.
Okay.
The two dads.
Okay.
Two different.
Well, we're going to take care of all the fathers, the whole family,
Yes.
all the love. We're going to spread that love.
I should rush off and help him because it's dinner time. So
okay.
I'm gonna help
Before we
him.
go, I did want to give you another, set of roses for Women's Day. It's International Women's Day. For those of you that
nice.
don't know that, women, especially in Russia and some of the Eastern Bloc countries, is a really, really big deal. In America, they don't celebrate that much. But yes, thank you. There's no doubt that your calculator was a game changer, I think, for Drip, and it's been a game changer here as well. It's kind of like what Coca-Cola did for refrigeration back in the day. The demand for Coca-Cola made people get, refrigeration. A lot of people don't know that. But anyway, we'll talk more about that next Wednesday. We wish you a wonderful, wonderful afternoon and evening. And thank you for all of this amazing work. And folks, when you're wondering why ARK pays you out that ROI so fast, just remember to think about Kelly Snook. Just don't forget that. She's the advocate, this has been a team effort of the brightest minds, and credit where it is due. Thank you. It's working.
Thanks.
People
Thank you,
are
Brad.
really appreciating that new way of thinking. The new way of thinking. All right.
Thanks for the kind words, Atlas.
I have a
All right.
comment.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No roses.
Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. I'm driving back home with my son, 11-year-old boy. He just checked his teeth, cleaned his teeth from the dentist. Anyway, I have a request from you. Maybe you can do. You're such a famous lady. It's kind of legend from Drip era. And then Koreans, I'm a YouTuber, and my audience, 99% of subscribers are all Korean. They heard about you. They heard about your name, but I don't know whether they are utilizing your legendary calculator. So here's my request. Maybe sometime, American time, like 7:30 PST or 8:30 MST or 9:30 EST, something like that. Maybe you can come up to my show during the live and then show your calculator, and then maybe.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. No problem. I'm happy to do that. But maybe not in the next few days, but maybe next week. Oh, did he cut out? Sorry, man.
He's there, but we can't hear him. He usually does it on Thursdays. So
Thursdays.
I'll let you guys get in
Thursdays.
contact.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'll have him contact you. And let's not let the food get cold.
I'm so happy.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Goodbye. All right. Coach Brad, the man on the move, the man with the master plan is here. The one, the only, the Terrence. Welcome aboard, sir.
Certainly is. With the time saving in mind, I'm not going to do a big introduction. If you don't know who Terence Pounds is by now, then you are missing out. I will let him introduce himself, and we will move swiftly on to the all aboard session. This is an absolute banger of a video. Like you said, this man is crushing it. His star is rising, and this is an exciting one. So, Terence, I'll let you take it away, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. I'm excited to be able to come in and present again today. Is my screen share capabilities on already?
Atlas, if you
And
could unshare your screen so Terence could share his. Thank you so much.
let me see here. And so here we go. But honestly, folks, I am a guy that obviously invests in a lot of different platforms. And ARK was a platform that back in November when I seen it, I said, this looks pretty dope to me, and I'll admit I didn't know anything at all. It was one of the projects that I was trying to get into. I read the white paper about 3 times back to back, and I still had questions. And I never forget the day, and I don't know who I was talking to, but I jumped into this chat, or excuse me, they were available to me before the 6 o'clock, and I don't remember who it was, but they got on and they made sure that I understood ARK inside and out. And I can't think who that was. It was either probably Atlas or Brett at the time, and I had no clue of who anybody was. I just got my questions answered, and I appreciated that from the community. And now you fast forward from the public pre-launch where I bought 4 wallets at that time, started with just a few $1,000s. I was able to see all of those ROI in just a couple months. And so I'm very excited with that. And then I seen that this thing was working for me. And so then that's when I decided to begin to chase the max wallet. I wanted that 4,000 tokens. I was already made up in my mind that I was going to compound king until I hit the 80,000 ARK tokens. And that's the path I'm on. And I decided that, I was going to open up more wallets and do a multi-wallet strategy and, enjoy this ride with ARK. And, if you're not with ARK, which I would imagine most people on the call are with ARK, but if you're not with ARK, you're missing out. And, I'm often get hot for saying all roads lead to ARK. And they really, truly do all lead to ARK. And we all have to be honest with ourselves that, we're looking for the greatest return on our money, but we do want to be safe and we want to be able to have it. We don't want to just dream for the sky because somebody offers a percentage. But when you really, truly take a look around the space, nobody is doing what ARK is doing. And so that's why I decided that, I'm going to load up my bag here with ARK and I'm in it for the long haul. So that's me in a nutshell, but let me get into this video so I don't delay the time any longer and you can see what is going on. So let me share this screen 1. Here we go. Share system audio, share screen. Okay. And then let me go ahead and hit this play button here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your boy Terrence Pounds back with another crypto investment update. This time it's on Arkfi. And I think by now you already know how I feel about Arkfi. I love it.
If you could enlarge the screen for us.
And yes, you're going to see me deposit another $9,000 into Arkfi right now. Before I go any further, do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Always use risk capital. And no matter what project I get in, no matter how much I invest, you better not spend $1 unless you can afford to potentially lose that. You can lose some or all your money in any of these projects out here. It's risky. Arkfi, though, I'm taking the risk. I'm going for it, folks. You guys know that I've been in Arkfi since the public pre-sale back in November. And as soon as it launched in December, I had 4 wallets already. I've already ROI'd out of those 4 wallets. And as soon as I'd seen that, I said, this thing is real. And then after talking with Atlas and Brett and some of the other team with ARK, I decided that I'm going all the way. What does all the way mean? It means I'm maxing my wallet out. I'm running Arkfi up until I have $100,000 personally invested in ARK. That's my goal. So this $9,000 is just another chip away at going there. And if you don't know about Arkfi, it pays up to 2% per day. That's right, 2% per day until you reach 300%. They have live, auto compound, auto withdrawal. Once you see what's going on here, hands down, it's the best ROI DApp in the game. And it's been printing money for the last couple months. All right, let's get to it. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe on this YouTube video. please go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. Now, if you want to find out how to get in contact with me and all that other stuff, I'm going to put that at the end of the video this time, but let's go ahead and get into this money. So this is the Arkfi dashboard, and you got to admit this dashboard is super dope. The deposit, you can show the information either in value of ARK tokens, or you can show the value of the information in USD. There is no platform like this, no dashboard like this. And I'm not going to go over all the information you see here. I just want to get this $9,000 in there. And you see that I've already deposited into this particular account a principal balance of 13,000 or so right here. My max payout is 41,000. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get some more money in this account. So if you don't know how to do this, right now I'm going to my trading account here inside of KuCoin. And then you see I'm sitting in USD, right? And then what I have to do is I have to trade this USD. I'm going to use the convert button, which makes it nice and easy. And then I'm going to swap this USD up here to the top. And I need BNB so that I can power my Arkfi. And you can use BNB or you can use BUSD. I'm going to do all 9,000 of this. So I just press the max button. You see I'm about to get 30 BNB. I'm going to go ahead and confirm. And that's that. And then now I got 30 BNB sitting in my actual wallet here. If you can see, I'm going to come over and go to my trading account where I traded that around at. And then you're going to see that, excuse me, that now I have 30 BNB in here. So I am going to go over here and open up my MetaMask. And I am going to get my MetaMask deposit address. And here it is here. Copy this to the clipboard. Then I'm going to run back over here to KuCoin. And then I am going to go back over to the my trading account. And I am going to withdraw these assets out of here directly to my MetaMask wallet. And then I'll have BNB in my MetaMask wallet so I can go further. I am here on the withdrawal page. I already copied that address. I will be withdrawing BNB. I'm going to paste this withdrawal address right here. The network should be the Binance Smart Chain BEP20. Here it is right here. Small little fee. And I want to go get all 30 of these BNB. I like to leave remarks. So this is Arkfi. And this is max out stage. I'm trying to get to that 4,000 tokens. And let me see here. We're going to do all of these BNB on the way over there. So go ahead and click withdraw. It's 30.1 BNB on the way over. Put in my trading password here. And then the withdrawal is initiated. It's on the way over. And we will be rocking. And so if I come over here on my overview, just to make sure that these are pending in my outgoing balance here. See, yep, it's over here in the main account. It's on the way over right now. And then I can come back over here to the Arkfi dApp. I'll show you a couple things as the BNB is being transferred over. You can see over here on this clock, it's 55 minutes until my rewards timer tops down. And you see there's $265 in rewards that have accumulated. You see my CWR, which is my compound withdrawal ratio. As long as that's in the green, you stay at 2%. You see my max payout progress. I'm almost 1% there. You see my principal balance, max payout. You see what they paid me out already. You see what I've deposited. You see what I've compounded. You've seen what I've withdrawn. Pending deposits, referral rewards on this tax level, total invested, airdrops received. You see I've sent more airdrops than I received. And you can easily redeposit your ARK tokens right back here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back in the contract because I'm going to Max Wallet. Just that simple. You can put those in there. I'm going to go ahead and approve this transaction. And so that is being reinserted into that contract there. And then you see the balance went to zero. Total investment went up a little bit. See, I got this thing on auto allocation here, 24 days remaining. And then if you go back up here on this particular account here, Syndicate is your referral rewards and your referral program. And so what I'm basically doing here is coming up and showing you my available airdrop rewards, airdrops sent, airdrops received. You see on this particular one, I have 34 direct referrals, 81 people in this downline here, and I get paid 9 levels deep because I have a gold NFT. You can see all the information, the users upline, syndicate downline. This thing is pretty dope. And then this is another one of my levels right here with the 46 people on here. I started building on a couple levels here. So I got about 10 wallets right now, and not about, actually 10. And then the foundation is another way that you can open up referral rewards. So you need to stake in the foundation at least $300 or so directly in $300 in BUSD or so. And that will qualify you for the Spark Prize rewards, which is a daily giveaway that they do usually between 1,000 to 2,000 a night, folks. So just by staking BUSD inside of the foundation, you get a variable reward every day. It opens up referral levels for you too. And you get to qualify for the Spark Prize rewards, which is $1,000 to $2,000 currently every single night, folks. Very, very powerful. So it shows you my referral rewards. That's due to my legacy NFT over here that I hold. And on this particular wallet, I am holding a gold legacy NFT. And that gold legacy NFT lets me compound more frequently. It opens me up those 9 referral levels. This page shows you all the different NFTs available, silver, gold, and or platinum. Each NFT helps you compound more frequently, opens up different levels of referral rewards, increases endow votes, and you get variable rewards every day. You see, I got 39.7 BUSD sitting right here for my distribution. I can easily come over here and click and claim. So I'm going to go ahead and claim these rewards here. Confirm. Cool. So I just went on and got that 39.75 out of there. Let me see if this BNB showed up in my wallet. It has showed up. And so now we can get to the magic, right? So I got 31 BNB in my wallet. I'm going to run over here to the swap page. I'm sorry, I clicked the vault. But in order to get BNB or BUSD staked into your vault, all you have to do is come to the swap. Once you come to the swap, it's going to read your BUSD balance, and then it will also read your BNB balance. So what I'm going to do, this BUSD, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. And see, I just press max. I'm going to go down here. I get 7.91 ARK. I'm going to go ahead and buy this and put this also into the vault. And once you swap here, it's automatically deposited into the vault. And so, boom, I'm throwing those few BUSD tokens in there because it all counts to the good. And I am just waiting for my MetaMask to finish the transaction over here. And now it showed up and said confirm down here. So chances are if I just refresh the page here, my MetaMask will act right. And you'll see that I don't have any more BUSD available up here, as you see. Now I want to come down here and put this BNB in there. You see, I just toggled this to BNB. It reads all 31 BNB that I have in here. And I am about to put this 31 BNB right in here, 1,352 ARK. That will be the deposit. Then I'm going to go ahead and click buy. This is coming up over here. I'm getting 8 jaw throwing this in here right now. Come on, MetaMask. Don't play no games with me. It is spinning right now. All right, I'm going to reject that transaction. Reject that transaction. We got 31 going in. Let me put this in here at 28. Here we go. Because there is a buy tax, and that may be the reason why that it wasn't going through. So let me put in 28 BNB. That brought that right up. It looks like it's 8,100 going in there now. And then so that was 8,100. that's going in there now. That transaction was confirmed. You see, I got 3 BNB left. I want to put some more in there. So we're going to max this out. We're going to put these last 3 BNB in there. It's like almost $1,000, yo. I said I was doing 9,000. I know how y'all are. There's another 870, throwing those 3 BNB in there right now. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Still spinning on my side over here. Oh, transaction is confirmed. So since the transaction is confirmed, folks, you see there's 3.18 BNB there. So I know that's done. Now I'm going to come over here to the vault. And yay, folks. I'm excited. I don't think you guys know how excited I am. I'm about to run this account up. This will be the first of my max wallets. And now you'll see that my net deposit value is 3243 ARK. And that's $18,000 in my net deposit value. And then you can see my available rewards, my principal balance paid out, deposited 19,422. You see these changing right now. It's 7,800 BUSD pending going into here, y'all. I'm excited, y'all. So, I'm going for it. I already told you. Let me see what this will be here. So 3394 and plus 1369. What is that, about 4647? I got throw about another 300 ARK in here. I can't believe it, y'all. I'm almost to my max wallet. Well, folks, I didn't really want to keep this video too long. I just want to show you I'm throwing another 9,000 in here in ARK. I'm going for it. I don't know about you, but folks, always do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. I love ARK. I'm going to the top with it, and I'll see you there at the top too. And folks, if you want to get in contact with me, you can come on over here to our Facebook page, which is Money Minute. All right, that's the video there. What does everybody think?
Absolutely bullish, Mr. Terrence.
Nice.
Bless you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I am over that 4,000 ARK token in that wallet. And so now I am working on my second one that I have at 4,000. And then I'll feel pretty good then, trying to catch up with Eternal.
I just bought a silver NFT.
But no, it's fabulous. And, playing with the calculator and looking at how to keep your NDV in the proper spot and all of that different stuff. It's just such an exciting time to be with the ARK family and, the new apps coming out and the utilities. And, I don't want to sound like, oh my goodness, this guy is just doing this because, he's on this channel. But like, I truly love ARK. And that's where we at. ARK to the moon, y'all.
Let's go. Man, when you did that, it was like 6 a.m. over here. And you're sending me the bubble buy bot, right? You're forwarding. He's like, hey, that's me. And here's another one. And then he shows me, he sent me the video, and I was like, man, I got so pumped up. I was so fired up. I couldn't get to sleep for like another 2 hours because to see this happen, a lot of people talk, but it's putting your money where your mouth is. And the quality of investor that Terrence is, folks, this man has been through it all. I mean, we're talking going back to these days of, the BitConnects and all, of the craziness. People like this have heard it all, seen it all, and they are not going to be fooled. They are that smart money. They understand that you want to get your money in and you want to get your money out. And if you see that this has so much potential, then you want to get more money in. And, I like the way that the Crypto Badgers pretty summed it up. And it's like, are they going to be here in 3 months? Because that's what it takes to get your investment back. And if that's a yes, then, go look in the mirror and go look at your finances and be responsible. But if you have that, and Terrence is a very successful investor, I do want to be clear with everyone here. He knows what he is doing. He is a professional. This is profit money. He's not going out and getting a third mortgage or selling the car or doing something heinous that way. This is somebody that knows exactly the risk and has done the due diligence, and he sees the opportunity where others may look at it and see the glass, half empty. Folks like this who are very experienced, they see, a glass that's just brimming with opportunity and abundance. So, man, you're on fire, brother. And it is amazing to see you because of that experience, because of the discernment that you have. This is what to us is, I think, probably the most overwhelming part in such a positive manner when we see the smart money come in so strong, so heavy, so proud, because they know exactly what's here, what's in front of them. They value it, and they're taking on the risk, which I know, Terrence, we've had conversations. You see the opportunity because you've been through this so many times, and you've heard all of the jazz and all of the tunes and all of the people, getting wrecked and not being responsible, smart investors. Amazing, brother. Keep going, man. Sheesh.
Bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say that video was nice. That was very powerful. I think, the element of you aping in pretty hard, that speaks volumes. And I liked your energy on the video. Yeah, that was great. Great job. Nice to see. Congrats.
Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate you, Brandon, very much. Thank you, sir. And I sent you a PM too, by the way.
Oh, all right. I'll check it out.
Okay.
And folks, the confidence comes from experience. Sometimes when we go to AMAs or we talk to a group of private investors, wow, you guys are so confident. Well, yes. We know who's on this team. We know who's back here in the back. You don't see them, but they're building on Saturday, on Sunday, on Monday, on Thursday, Friday, even on Wednesdays too. It's not being cocky. It's not being overconfident. When you've done the work, when you understand that you have the folks that can really deliver, when you understand that the minds that came together to build this is just a result. These are the first fruits that are starting to bear from a seed that was planted a very, very long time ago. So it's not an accident. This was all created with a purpose, integrity, and making sure that the little guys had the opportunity to win, that the whales had an opportunity to play their game, and that everyone would get a win. Beautiful. So I love the confidence there, Terrence. And man, it speaks volumes. And I really like how you went to the KuCoin. Hey, this is no funny business here. I mean, I'm going to show you my account. I'm going to show you transferring. I'm going to show you the wallets. There's no magic David Copperfield in the house. This is real money, real people, real opportunity, understanding risk. Let's get this crypto.
Great stuff. Great to see you flying the flag, Terrence, and look forward to your next video. Great stuff. Excellent. Thank you
thank you, sir. Yeah, and then also, Coach Brad, I did that could have 1,000% been you. I don't know who I talked to that day, but I'm thankful for the whole ARK team. And another thing too, I do got to say, man, like honestly, like the atmosphere, this nightly podcast. I do a lot of one-on-ones and a lot of meetings, but just really the dedication from the team. Day in and day out, man, there's really nothing like it in this space. And if you can't feel comfortable investing in this DeFi project, then I don't know what DeFi project you can feel comfortable investing in with what this whole team has given. And so thank you for the app.
Oh, I think we lost you towards the end there, Terrence.
Okay. I'm not sure what exactly where it left off at, but yeah, just very thankful for the phenomenal project, the atmosphere, the team, and obviously the project.
Thank you for being
much appreciated. And it only gets better and better. I mean, you can look at the dashboard, and if watching this video, if that, didn't get somebody really hyped and pumped of what's happening here, these leaders who are going out there and showing the confidence that they have in their decision making after doing all this due diligence, asking the hard questions. People come in, oh, we got hard questions. We're like, there's no hard question. Every detail has been thought about. And the more you dig, the more you'll learn, and the more you'll fall in love with this project. And it's just been one after the next, after the next. We still haven't met someone that doesn't want to invest after they really do their due diligence. There hasn't been one person, folks. And that's something I think very, very special. So, Coach Brad, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I was waiting for you to finish your sentence, sir, because, my math might be off, but I am pretty sure that is over $2,000. Oh, my gosh. Are you serious?
It is official. It is official. Yeah.
Absolutely mind-blowing. We knew this day was going to come because we've all seen the Spark Reward grow and grow and grow, but that is officially over $2,000. There's going to be a lot of people calling Sparky tonight, Atlas.
Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Beautiful thing to see. We have officially crossed the threshold here. Looking at the ARK, looking at the Spark as it's increased. We have the full journey here, page by page. All of these folks that are receiving these amazing boosts of nitro, what we like to call it here. Everyone's winning. Everyone's getting the ROI, but this just really makes a massive exponential difference. The gift that keeps on giving, my friends.
Yes, sir.
So the 80th winner, and it keeps going and going and going. And I think sometimes hey, Atlas, keep talking, because tonight Sparky is mine. It's going to be more. We don't want to give it to number 81. We want 80 to be the best. Go ahead.
Well, we do have the sweet widget draw to do. If you want to do the Spark Reward first or do the sweet widget and let that spark build up a little bit more, I defer to your judgment, sir.
All right. Well, we're just about on time as yesterday, 2 minutes away from the same time yesterday, which we want to kind of try to get that within the hour. So let's go ahead and get the contest done first. I got to fire here the storages. So go right ahead.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Fortunate, if you could share your screen and do the sweet widget draw for this evening, please. And we will find out who has won, 29 participants, 50 BUSD worth of ARK, airdrop directly to their vault account. We're seeing a steady interaction with the sweet widget, which is great to see, since weeding out the people that are here just to try and take advantage of the giveaways that aren't actually community members or invested. So I absolutely love that this is going to and only to investors. It was a great change there made by the team. Are you there, Fortunate?
Yes, sir. Just getting set up.
Thank you very much.
Anybody have a question or comment?
I know I'm pretty excited. And so while this podcast was going on, my girlfriend just went over to her house, put a note on her door to offer the DHL guy $20 to wait for her so she could get her Ultimo card. And she just picked that up. So, and I got a silver NFT added to my lowest wallet. So it's looking pretty good here. Love the video by Terrence too.
Yeah, Terrence, great job. I watched that the other day, and I was like, wow, he's going all in. It's great to see, though. I know you cover a lot of different projects, but I know this one's near and dear to your heart, and we appreciate having you on board.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And let me just be real. I keep it real with everybody. I don't have $30,000 in multiple projects out here. I mean, I put 500, 1,000, maybe 1,500. I am somewhat of a gambler. And even when I started with ARK, my first 4 wallets were a total of $2,000 in 4 wallets. And so trust me when I say I don't have more money than not one project out here. So, and that's by a long shot on every other project. So this is the one for me, and this is where I'm putting my money.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Hey, you got to look at the landing page the other day. What did you think of that design? I know the content wasn't all in there, but if you had any first reactions.
Oh, it was phenomenal. I didn't know I could say anything about it. So, yes.
We're not showing it.
Yes.
We're not showing it. I just want to get your opinion on it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely loved it. It's sleek, it's classy. It fits with, everything ARK stands for. And, I can't wait to be able to show it. So, yeah, I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's great. Starting to work with our designer now on getting the presentation laid out. So we're going to have a full presentation designed by the same designer who did the landing page. That's what we're hoping for here. So I'm going through. I don't know if you can go to the doc and check it out, but I started putting in notes for him on every slide as to what we kind of want to see, and then let him sort of run with his creative force that we've seen on all the other projects. He's done a great job. So looking forward to that.
Okay. Yeah. You picked the right one there for sure.
And Terrence, I don't know how this man does it. He really is an AI. Unbelievable. And the quality that Brett brings and putting all this together. Really, I'm just blown away when I see what he's up to and not just creating it, but managing the developers, the team. Hey, I need you doing this part. I don't think a lot of folks here get the privilege to see what I get to see of the quality, and you're having a front seat VIP because you're involved in this process. You're going to be helping us, bringing your amazing presentation skills, your gift for gab, and just really connecting with people with your heart. And it's great to be able to get that feedback before the whole ARK gets to see what's coming.
Yeah, it's ready. Yeah, it's going to take people by storm, and it's immaculate. I guess that's really the word to add to it. It is immaculate. So I think it'd be a very easy time and great addition to the ecosystem overall.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many people have told us just the white paper, the way it's put together, written. It's for many the best white paper they've ever seen. So it's incredible, man. Brett's an absolute beast when it comes to putting the work, the time, and the experience. Because a lot of people can have a lot of ambition and want to do the right thing, but they just don't have that experience and the skill to put it all together the way that he's doing. So, absolute honor and a pleasure, and part of the great magic and genius that is ARK, and what's here, what's been produced to this date, and what is under development, which is going to create, as we talk here, that sonic boom. So great team effort. Thank you so much, always, Brett.
Thank you, Alice. Appreciate it.
Well, Mr. Fortunate, I think it looks like you're ready to pull the trigger. On the count of 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Robert,
No way.
again.
Oh my God.
Robert, there's got to be a glitch. Come on. Wow.
5
Sheesh.
times winning. Fifth time winning for Vanilla Gorilla. Congratulations.
Hey, man, this is like an ARK salary.
Unbelievable.
Woo.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Man, we're gonna have to move this over to the to the ARK VFR system. Our random picker, because boy, how many people participated, if I may ask?
46.
Wow, I mean, the odds of that. We'd have to ask Mr. Catalyst, our resident analyst and editor in chief. Which, by the way, I don't know if you saw. A couple of days ago, he released and published the second official newsletter here in our medium. If you haven't seen it yet, please do go check it out. A great summary of what's happening here on the ARK for the folks that are not able to be here with us on the podcast or listen later. So congratulations, Robert Lee. Sheesh, we're going to have to program his wallet here. Oh, man. Hey, what's in your drinking water, man? What's the trick? Because you've got something happening.
Just putting good out there, getting good back, man. That's all it is.
That's well said.
And I had to play it in the background in the computer room, and I heard the little thinker from the drawing. I was like, I gotta get up. I gotta check this real quick. That's great.
Amazing.
I appreciate it, guys. You guys
amazing, man.
You guys are doing a great job, man. This is really awesome. Really awesome protocol.
Well, so are you. By the looks of it, you're doing a great job. You're consistently interacting and participating and supporting these great content creators. This is key. This is very, very important. And, it's great to see you win over and over. And we also want to thank everyone else. I'm sure you're not the only one that is interacting. And you don't win every night. So it is giving opportunity to everyone. But I really like the way you said that. Keep doing good, and that is true. It is not a secret.
It's just inspiring, man. I keep tinkering with the idea of starting my own YouTube channel, so I'm sure I'll get there soon. So.
Well, you got our full support in anything you want to do.
Awesome. I
Count on
appreciate it.
us.
Thank you.
Okay, have a great night. Enjoy the family.
Bye.
Wow.
If he wins the Spark Award now, then I think we're going to have to crown him as the luckiest man on the ARK. Take Mistletoe's title away.
I'm just a little bit shy of that foundation deposit.
I think it's the animals. You just got to have an animal profile picture.
That's true.
In the story, they bring two of every kind of animal onto the ark. Is that what it is in the Bible?
Yes, sir.
2 by 2. That's right. Absolutely. You don't want to be the third, but hey, here at ARK, you could be the third, the fourth. The number. Pick any number you want. Right now we're at 3,622. You could be number 3,623. And even now, just minutes before unleashing the Spark Prize pool, anyone that gets into the foundation is going to be eligible and qualified to win here with us tonight. And without further ado, let's go ahead and make it happen. Bear with me. The
Sparky.
Raphael, man, keep calling it. Is there anybody else that wants to call the Sparky?
Here's Sparky. Here's Sparky.
There we go.
Here's Sparky.
Here's Sparky. Here's Sparky.
You folks are so fun. Thank you for your patience as having a little bit of I'm sure you can see my screen, right, Coach Brad?
Yes, sir. Oh, it's just disappeared. We could see it.
Yeah, because it's a little finicky at times, and I can't see it, so can make a mistake of not knowing what I'm seeing if it's not present. So that's why you always see me kind of flash it on and off. There it is. Now it's actually showing on my end as well. So. Yeah, just give me about 12. We'll be good to go.
You're on mute, Atlas. I don't know if we're playing music tonight or not. I'm not sure if you heard me, Atlas, but you're on mute.
My apologies. No, we're not going to do the music. We're going to go ahead and try to stick to our condensed version. Can you hear me now?
I was going to say, I'd be happy to play some music, but never mind.
We are going right for it. And here we go.
Let's get it.
And here it is, tonight's 80th Spark Prize winner. Their wallet ends in 80DE. Looks familiar.
Yeah.
The prize is 365.15 ARK. Well over $2,000 worth of ARK deposited directly into their account. Congratulations. Go ahead, Coach Brad.
I was just going to say the same thing. I mean, wallet addresses often look similar, but 0DE is definitely ringing a bell from quite recently.
I think it's just 3 days ago there was a wallet ending in 0DE, but a different winner.
Oh, see, that might be what it was then, yeah. Yeah, that is a first-time winner.
You know what else, too? When you mentioned how that ARK is deposited straight into your vault, that was another thing that I hit on a live stream today, that not only does it add to your vault, but it also adds to your NDV because it goes in as a referral reward. And that's awesome because then your NDV gets all of that extra ARK in there and you're able to stick around at the 2% daily rate for that much longer.
Oh, yes, sir. It is a no-brainer, as I like to say. Winning the Spark reward is just nitro mode, as Atlas would also say. So, it couldn't get any better. Winning the Spark reward is fantastic.
And how sweet it is. Not only an all-time high, but crossing over that 2,000 BUSD worth prize.
Wow. Everyone's out checking their wallets and their downlines and everything else. That is a big one.
Oh, yes.
It's the biggest one so far. Whoa, okay. I've just taken a look at my syndicate and someone's been working hard because I've got 16 new syndicate members.
Holy.
Woo!
Nothing to do with me,
work.
that one. That is someone in my downline has, and I know who they are. Oh, yes, I know exactly who they are.
There it is. And that's the beauty of these systems, that you can put work in, and then there will be somebody who will come and put work in after you, and the benefit just flows right to you, and you get the opportunity to give back with those airdrops. Talk about the karmic circle where the flow goes up and down. so everybody gets to rejoice.
Yeah.
Coach Brad, what do we have next?
Excuse me. Next would be Z with the DeFi sessions, and shout out to Driptopian in the chat. He's I don't think he can talk. Maybe he can say hello, but yeah, his syndicate is nearly 100 people now, working hard. That's where the 16 new members have come from. So congratulations, sir. Great to see the work.
Sheesh. That's fire. He's been doing amazing videos. Great work, Mr. Driptopian.
Nice work, Lee. Excellent.
I won't reveal anything, but he's working on something. I believe the video is going to be out tomorrow, perhaps the next day. And I think he's going to come on and present the video and introduce himself to the community. So I really look forward to that. But I won't give anything away as the video's not released. But he told me today, and yeah, great stuff. Bullish, looking great. That syndicate's going to be massive. Z, are you there, my friend? We can see you talking, Z, but we cannot hear you.
Is he in the Matrix?
He is swallowed by the Matrix. Z, you're going to have to leave Telegram and come back. I can see you unmuting your mic and talking, but no sound from you.
Can you guys hear me?
We can now.
Awesome. Sometimes Telegram sends me in a invisible place offline, or it mutes my microphone. So you guys can hear me now. It's good. Yeah. Let's get into the news. Can you guys give me like just a second? Yeah, 1 second. I let me share my screen, and you can start the 15 minutes timer now.
I started it a minute ago. No, I'm joking.
Give me a second. The first thing I want to sort of cover is today. We had a few things happen in America. So I'm going to play this video, and then we can sort of cover it from there. So, Brad, can you see my screen just fine?
Yes, sir. You might want to enlarge oh, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah. Cool. Let me just enlarge this. So, yeah, it's a minute video. Let's watch it together.
When you last testified, I asked you about the risk posed by crypto assets, stablecoin, the Fed, and other regulated possibilities. How's the Fed evaluating the risks of crypto-related activities by your supervised institutions?
So this is something we've been quite active in this area, and I'll say that we believe that innovation is very important over time to the economy. We don't want to stifle innovation. We don't want regulation to stifle innovation in a way that just favors incumbents and that kind of thing. But like everyone else, we're watching what's been happening in the crypto space, and what we see is quite a lot of turmoil. We see fraud. We see a lack of transparency. We see run risk. Lots and lots of things like that. And so what we've been doing is making sure that the regulated financial institutions that we supervise and regulate are careful, are taking great care in the ways that they engage with the whole crypto space, and that they give us prior notice. And we've issued, along with the FDIC and the OCC, a number of issuances of notices to that effect.
Thank you.
So yeah, that was Federal Chair Governor Jerome Powell, and Jerome Powell is where everyone's sort of eyes are right now, as his comments really do move the markets, and yeah, so he was doing his speech yesterday, and he had, I think it was an hour and a half Q&A where congressmen, senators asked him a bunch of questions. about all things from interest rates to recession to COVID recovery. But as we are here for the crypto news, he had that to say about the crypto news. So we kind of dissected it even further. And yeah, so yeah, the Bitcoin volatility picks up as Powell reiterates inflationary pressures, higher expected. So yeah, so he's giving the hints that inflation is going to skyrocket, interest rates will go up, and due to that, we're seeing a market that looks something like this. Right. So if we look at the price of Bitcoin, we were at I think 21K. And then the second Powell started to speak, we hit 21K 750. So the markets have moved about, you can say, 2%. So we've got a bit of a weighted average on Bitcoin right now, and all the tokens right now have sort of dipped in the last 6-7 hours. And we're gonna look into more diagnostic into what Powell had to say here. So it's gonna be a second. Yeah, so Bitcoin has picked up some steam throughout the past few minutes, and the primary reason for this seems to be the fact that Jerome Powell is testifying before Congress. The chairman of Federal Reserve is testifying before Congress for the second day, addressing the House Financial Services Committee in Remus. The chairman admits that the inflationary pressure is higher than they previously anticipated. But yeah, we're going to see prices of crypto go through a bit of turmoil in the next few weeks, as we have Jerome Powell and the SEC putting the pressure on. And yeah, Powell had a few different things to say about stablecoins as well, and he was further questioned about CBDCs and how they're going to emphasize on the reactions of crypto. So yeah, a lot was said yesterday. So that's why you saw the price action that you see currently. Like you see Ethereum down, you're looking at Bitcoin taking a dip, you're seeing BNB and everything sort of take that frontal dip, right?
What happened with the traditional market, Z?
The traditional market stayed sideways. I mean, we had the US 30.
If you can zoom out a bit, I mean,
yeah.
But if you could zoom out a bit and see when around the same time that Bitcoin did what it did. Okay.
Yeah, so
there's a correlation.
There is a correlation, but but the dip on Bitcoin is quite vast. I mean,
yeah, I don't see the recovery as much. Interesting, because we were caught in the loop there of it looked like a mirror of it, right? Like it's absolutely doing what the traditional markets were doing in the past. Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Normally we have confluence between NASDAQ and Bitcoin. And around this time, we've actually seen Bitcoin really, really drop after Jerome Powell really talked about regulation and the usual stuff. But he had a lot to say about the valuation of Bitcoin. So he made a comment on someone asked him, where do you see the valuations of these cryptos? He goes, I don't know how they're valued in the first place. So he makes that comment, and this thing just dips 2%, and we just hit 21K, the lowest we've been in a couple of months.
Well, we called it. We told him, don't buy the dip. James at the water cooler, again and again. He likes to put on the moon boots and get his helmet, start looking up there at the moon. But we've been responsible, Mr. Z. We've told him, right?
Absolutely.
If you've got profits on the table, take them. Bring him to ARK, because Satoshi isn't paying 2% a day, my friend. It's just not happening. Vitalik, no matter what color pajama he puts on, it's not printing 2% a day. Let's keep it real. And another thing I like to say, as we're seeing all this thing that's happening, and the SEC, Gary Gensler, Minister Powell, guys, remember one key fact: we are in DeFi, my friends. Very important. I think sometimes people get caught up in the narrative, and we need to understand what's happening here as far as what they can control, what they have their fingers on, their CDBCs. But we are 10 steps ahead, my friend. This isn't checkers, this is chess, right? And we are in an amazing position, in my opinion.
Absolutely. So that's why the reason I'm sort of covering this is because I was DM'd like 3 times today saying, why did Bitcoin dip as much as it did? So that's the reason. And then, do I have a few more minutes, Coach?
Yeah, we do. And I want to make a special request. There's something really bullish. Or did we already talk about it? Because I got so much. Did we go over Kraken and releasing their banking product?
No.
Go check it out. Maybe in Decrypt or any. They decided to move forward.
So
there we go.
Kraken Crypto Exchange to disrupt traditional banking with the launch of its own bank for digital assets. Here's what. So Kraken.
Because we've already covered the signature bank.
Yeah.
Having issues, and then which is the other one we saw also last week that had the exposure to FTX that everybody was moving away from like a dirty diaper. Do you recall the other bank last week?
Yeah,
I don't recall the name
bank,
at this.
What was it?
Yeah, there was another one after Signature Bank that we reviewed last week. I'm sorry, I can't recall at the moment. So, a lot of exposure to FTX, but, Kraken has had their banking license for years out of Wyoming, for those of you that didn't know that. But this is extremely bullish. I'm going to let you go ahead and tell us all about it here, Mr. Z.
Yeah, of course. So Kraken first, they took the $30 million bait and they settled with the SEC, and then they launched this, right? So Kraken Crypto Exchange to disrupt traditional banking with the launch of its own bank for digital assets. And here's what we need to know. So we're looking into products that deposit accounts in USD and crypto assets, multiple funding and payment options, institutional custody products. We're willing to bet we're more secure than your current bank. So yeah, they are taking the steps into a bank. So Kraken maintains a diverse set of banking partners and cash management practices to ensure clients can always deposit and withdraw from their account. So yeah, Kraken are going to have their own crypto bank. That's super bullish.
Well, they've had it, like I said. They have their full banking license, but they're now stepping into the arena. As you're seeing some of the players wash out, play themselves out of the game, over leverage themselves, get, involved with 3 arrows, getting into the dirty business with FTX. Those folks are going to wash out, and the impeccable folks at Kraken, I still think to this day, my favorite exchange in the world. They know how to run a business, and they go slow, but they do quality work, great customer service, and they have that confidence of being in the space so long and not trying to go out and just launch any crazy thing. So this is a huge shot across the bow letting everyone know, hey, we see the opportunity. We're going to come and take market share. And you're not stopping us because we've been legal before it was legal.
So they were the first ever crypto company to be awarded a U.S. state banking charter. That's big. So yeah, that's really bullish news. I put the link into DeFi links for anyone to see. That's freaking awesome. The other thing I wanted to cover was a ZK roll-up update. Let me see if I can find it here. So Binance NFTs were launched, I think, a year and a half ago. And they didn't do too well because of things like gas fee and it being on a centralized exchange. So Binance today announced that they are integrating Polygon Network to their NFT collection. So this is what we need to know. These are the headlines here. So despite the announcement, Binance has taken a cautious approach to NFT listings. So they're still handpicking the sort of collections, the ERC 721 collections from Polygon's network. So far, they've chosen 10 collections. And yeah, you can use the Matic token to start purchasing some NFTs. And it rendered mandatory for sellers to complete Know Your Customers verification to have at least 2 followers before listing on its platform. So yeah, people that want to list off Polygon still have to go through KYC. But as I know of it, you can purchase the NFTs via Polygon's exchange. So that's really, really big news. So Binance collaborating with Polygon Network. That's going to be a big floor price. And the last thing I have for the news is to do with Vitalik and NFTs. So give me a second. Let me see if I can put that up here. So yeah, there's a NFT project that Vitalik kind of gave his backing to, and it's powered by Gitcoin. It's called Quadratic Funding Record. So they released a project called MetaLabel. So MetaLabel, since it got like sort of Vitalik's green light, it's hit a collection of 4,692 Ethereum. So it's worth 7.3 million with a floor price of 0.58 per NFT. So this is a project that is run by Gitcoin. So the NFT project commemorates the creation of the concept of quadratic function funding, a model that seeks to maximize contribution to projects by providing matching funds to individual donations. So this is quadratic, you can say, funding is kind of how we do seed rounds and pre-sales in DeFi, where we go to the common denominator of a customer, and we allow people to have a public round. So this NFT collection is to commemorate that, and I'm sure Ethereum did a big pre-sale when they first started out. So yeah, it got Vitalik's approval, and we have seen this hit I think a 30x in the last few weeks of its launch. So yeah, that's Vitalik's NFT collection there.
If you scroll down, I saw something very interesting. It says he was on the cover of Time, and he said that he does not own a Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
right there, a little bit lower there. Ethereum creator Vitalik.
I don't hate Bored Ape Yacht Club. Ethereum creator is on the cover of the new issue of the Times, and his prominent interview with the magazine has people talking about his concerns regarding the crypto. So this was an interview done last year. In fact, when he became he was on the cover of the Times magazine. So yeah, he does. I'm sure he goes, I don't hate apes. I just want them to fund public goods.
Well, he's been doing that quite a lot, selling a lot of the supplies with the Shiba Inu, gave a bunch of the money away. That was pretty outstanding.
Yeah, he could have been the most powerful hodler. He could have been a billionaire, an airdrop billionaire. He chose to give it away. So kudos to him. Now, the last thing I want to cover, and then I think that's my 15 minutes up, but the last thing I want to cover is is I started to share some airdrop links. So ZK Sync are doing a bunch of so ZK Sync, as we know, is one of the biggest roll-ups to come out this year, and all these sort of ecosystems need testnet users, so there's a project called On-Chain Trade, which is a DEX on the ZK Sync era testnet. So I've put up a little Twitter where you can sort of set up the testnet, get some test tokens off the Gorley testnet, and be able to do a few different transactions. These little swaps and stuff that you do on-chain trade will start to earn you airdrops. And I'm going to do this every week. I'm going to give one ZK Sync airdrop as we come closer to launch. So on-chain trade is the first one, and I've given you guys the link to that. So we should practice this more. DeFi is all about airdrops. And as much as we can help these ecosystems distribute in sort of test transactions, the more chances we have. So there was one airdrop, I think, last week that a friend hit off Arbitrum, which made him it cost him an extra $50, and he came out with $1,500. So we should really cover airdrops more and more. But that's one thing. The second thing I've kind of given is a little thread that I sort of give my respect to. It teaches you how to look for the right intel, how to look for the right airdrop opportunities, and also how to use things like DeFi Llama in a much more intrinsic way. So it's a 10-step way of how to find good opportunities in crypto in the right way. So yeah, that's the crypto news for today. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir. Some positive news. Always get in the bear. Let's go Kraken. Crack that whip on them. And, reading between the lines. Just paying a $30 million fine, and then you go and you make public that your banking product is coming full force. I think that speaks volumes.
That's a boss move, man.
They probably know something we don't, or maybe that we do know, and we're just not sharing. As you know, we're working on these things, and we've been working on our fintech solutions as well, and our layer one, and we understand clearly, folks, where this is going to, and there's a lot of opportunity, not fear. You have to look at things, I think, with an open mind, and also to be able to see the different angles that are playing out. So it is not all doom and gloom. On the contrary, I mean, look around the ARK. Calm, cool, collected, where we're not sitting there hodling. We're not worried about a chart. We're earning, we're growing, and moving in the right direction every single day. So with that, we want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Amazing, amazing video from our great friend, Terrence, a great leader, really stepping up. Again, it's not the first time he steps up, and proving and showing with all of the evidence, with all the due diligence, why he's here, why the smart money is here, why are these great leaders here with us on this amazing journey, because they're winning. Everyone is winning. So who doesn't want to be on a winning team? And the presentation was fantastic. And he said, I started small, got more comfortable. I'm looking around. I don't see anything that holds light to the ARK. And that's why he's going in, and the projections, he wants to put $100,000 into ARK. DCAing his way as he's growing. Very, very smart move. Some strategy there. I hope you folks picked up on it. We want to also congratulate tonight's all-time high winner, crossing $2,000 worth of ARK directly into their account. I mean, talk about being happy. Talk about an opportunity. Brandon, did you want to add to that?
Yeah, I wonder if it's okay if I give like a 60-second pitch of Fitly Health data and just let people know about the AMA next week.
Go right ahead.
Thank you. So those of you might not know, some of you might not know, I'm working with a company called Fitly, and actually, as of last week, I've been brought on as the VP of Web3. So I'm helping Fitly to build a brand new Web3 platform. We're going to be calling it Fitly Health Data. And the motto for this is get fit, get paid. So we're going to be launching a Web3 platform where you use different health and fitness IoT. IoT means Internet of Things. So you use the smart plate, you use any number of different tracking devices, such as a hydration tracker. We're working on a tracker to track your sleep and actually help induce sleep. The smart plate itself, all these different devices, you're able to plug in to the app, and you're able to. Oh, my pets are having a conniption back here. Anyway, we say get fit, get paid, because as you're using these different devices, you're getting healthy, you're eating, you're becoming more nutritionally aware. There's going to be a wearable plugged into it where you're doing your steps, such as a Fitbit or other wearables. And you're using all these devices to get healthy and get fit. You're sharing the data on the Web3 platform, and we're going to have a data marketplace on the other end of that, where you can actually get rewarded, financially rewarded, for sharing your data on the platform. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about this system that we're building next week on Wednesday. Atlas and I didn't figure out. I don't think we figured out whether we're going to do it before the podcast. I guess we did. We're going to do it after the podcast, right?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Cool. So I'm excited to share it with you guys. It's pretty revolutionary. The idea that we can, we're producing all this data. We're producing data all over the place. And for the most part, we just give that data away for free. And these big tech companies such as Facebook, et cetera, they monetize our data. They make big profits selling our data. So for the first time ever, you're going to be able to be in control of the data that you're producing. And this data is data related to you getting healthy, exercising, eating right, et cetera, and you're actually going to be able to monetize that data through our platform, where you're earning passive income just for using the devices and sharing the data. So we're really excited about it, and happy to tell you guys about the platform next Wednesday.
Yes, sir. We're looking forward to it. Can't wait. I've been hearing about it, and I know we've had some meetings, and it'll be great to have you come on and explain to these great folks here in our community what you guys are cooking. Very, very fascinating, bright future ahead. With that, we want to thank also Robert Lee for being tonight's All Aboard contest winner. Thank you, everyone who participated. Everyone has a chance. We're only at 4650. We need to bring that engagement way up. And speaking of bringing engagement up, Friday is the day where the Pillars Discord, they're going to choose who the mystery poker players are for each project. So this is the time, whether you can do it today or tomorrow. Make sure you get in before Friday, so that you can qualify to sit at the table here for ARK alongside me, and shoulder to shoulder, we're going to battle it out to bring the prize home. The participation has been, I think, also from us, not just from the other projects, but not great. We spoke about it yesterday. We hope to have a high percentage likelihood of winning. It is a game and chance, and there's many things just besides skill. So we're going to go and have a good time. Meet some new people, meet some new developers, and more importantly, have a chance to talk about ARK, because I can assure you those projects, their investors cannot be, and they're not winning the way that the investors here are. So we want to come in force. We want to come in numbers. We want to come in calm, cool, collected, confident, happy as we're winning. And that type of success is just contagious. And people are going to want to know, why are you guys so happy? Why are you guys coming in droves? We want to hear more. And then we'll invite them here and we'll get them involved, have them do their due diligence, and hopefully make a decision, see if they want to come and join us. We'll be back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. EST, 11 p.m. UTC. And we want to also thank those that are listening to the podcast at a later date. We've gone pretty long tonight. We had a lot of stuff going on, great conversation. We're working on really bringing it down to 1 hour. Have patience with us. We'll get there. So thank you all. Have a wonderful night.